Hello, 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 hello. Hello, beautiful beings. If you are joining me for my Animal Thoughts live this Monday, welcome. It is lovely to see you. Welcome into our community where we are exploring animal communication, interspecies communication, intuitive interspecies communication. So do come in and say hi in the comments. Let me know where you are in the world. Let's see how far this reach is going, these pathways of unconditional love for the animals. Where are you? And if you have any animals with you, then please let us all know as well. We always love to know if you've got any dogs or cats or snakes or elephants, anyone joining us. So it is World Elephant Day, August the 12th. And so one of the things that we are going to be doing together in this live is a communication practice, communicating with elephants and sharing our love with them. Okay, I can see that we have people in Colombia and Canada and New York, and we've got Black Coonhound puppies, Maya and Ollie. We've got people in the UK. We've got people coming in from everywhere. So welcome to our beautiful community where we are all about heart-led, authentic communication with animals, coming from that place of unconditional love. We've also got Argentina in the house and the Netherlands. Love it. Belgium, France, Romania, Virginia. Lovely. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So the other things we're going to be doing on this World Elephant Day is we are going to be looking at whether when we're communicating with animals, whether it's real or whether it's our imagination. And just looking at that, let's put the spotlight on those two areas today. We've also got Italy in the house. Hi, Jude. And the UK. Hi, Angela. Hi, Cherry. Hi, Mia, Tash, Kando, Lorna from Vancouver. Welcome everybody who's coming into this community. It's so, so lovely to see you all. So we're live right now. We're on the Facebook here and we're on Instagram here. So just a little heads up for you. I'm really happy to communicate with one of your animals for you today. So if you have any concerns about them, then anything you want to know, or maybe you just want to let them know how much you love them. Maybe you've got a message that you would like me to pass on to them for whatever reason, then you are definitely invited to put that into the comments and I'll pick one of you to communicate with your animals, or maybe two. It depends how we're doing for time. But a little disclaimer, I can't diagnose any medical conditions. I can't do that for you. I can help you with an understanding of what your animal is feeling, what they are thinking, and I can't do any tracking during a live. I can track missing animals, I do that, but you would need to book a consultation with me if you'd like that. If you would like a private consultation with me anyway, then just go to my website, animalthoughts.com, and I think we'll put the link in the chat for you so it's easy for you to find. I can help you with general concerns or messages that you have for your animal, general consultation. I can help you if your animal is missing, so tracking for missing animals. I can help you reconnect if your animal has passed over, they're now in spirit. And I can also help you if you have an emergency of any kind, then do seek me out and I'll try and do my best to help you and your beloved animal. We've also got Mandy from the Sunshine Coast. What time is it, Mandy? And you're with Esther, your cat. Somebody is in PE. Olivia, where on earth is that? PE, physical education. Is that what you're doing right now? You've let the Olympics go to your head. We've got West Cork, Ireland, South Africa, Beautiful. 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh, Mandy, much love to you. That's dedication, isn't it? 3 a.m. in the morning and she's here. Okay. So I'd like to begin by some grounding and some intentional coming into the heart and quietening the mind. And I always like to do this with a candle. So I have this beautiful lotus flower candle in a lotus flower dish as a gift from Jules when I was out teaching in Australia last month. That's a big flame. Look at the energy of that flame. So welcome to everybody coming in. We're just going to set the energy for our gathering today. There we go. All right. So if you have a candle, feel free to light it and join me. And take a nice deep breath in. And breathing out. And I invite you to close your eyes and continue this breathing pattern where you are breathing in and breathing out. And in fact, let's do something different today. So breathing, place your left hand over your heart. Place your right hand in front of your mouth. And I want you to breathe in through your nose and then out through your mouth. As if you're going to be blowing out a candle. So breathing in through your nose and imagine this breath going down into your heart and then coming back up to your mouth and out through your mouth. Breathing in through your nose, down into your heart, breathing out of your heart and out through your mouth. And keep breathing in this circular motion, in through your nose, down to your heart, out of your heart, out of your mouth. And feel your out-breath on your hand every time you breathe out. That's why you have got your hand in front of your mouth. So breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Breathing in deeply down to your heart. Breathing out deeply through your mouth. And keep breathing. And as you're breathing, feel your body and your heart softening. And as you continue to breathe, now on every out-breath, beam love out from your heart to the elephants. Using your intention And if you can visualize that love as a light extending out from your heart in front and all around you, out to the elephants. And out to your own animals. And to all the animals that you admire, that you respect, who you love. And you might start to be aware of these animals coming closer to you. You might feel their presence. You might see them with your mind's eye, just like those images we see when we're dreaming. And acknowledge them. And maybe your own animals are letting you know in their own way that they are with you. My dog Grace is with us. Are your animals with us? So thank them for being here. And keep this extension of love from your heart out to them, to the elephants, to all of the animal kingdom. Bringing your palms together in gratitude for this interbeing, this practice of interspecies connection. And release your hands. And open your eyes. So welcome to everyone who's joined us. We've just created space with this lotus candle and lotus flower holder. And we're going to now be having a little dive into an aspect of animal communication, which is imagination versus real. And I'm going to ask you to do some work with me. This is going to be a workshop. So I want you to put in the comments, and this is going to be really helpful, why, if this is the case for you, why you think when you're communicating with animals that it's your imagination and that you are making it up. Why do you think that is the case? Get tippy-tapping and let me know. Why do you think you're making it up? What is it about that experience that makes you doubt yourself, that makes you go, it's just my imagination, it's not real? Now you're having to think. I can feel the thinking. I can feel the cogs turning. You're going, oh, I don't know, maybe I'm always doing it. So just talk about why you personally, if it's the case, feel that you are imagining. So let's see what you're saying. Okay, so one person says, my response is too fast and they always walk away. Okay. One person is concerned that they are assuming from a conditioned mind and that that's taking center stage over the authentic communication. Conditioning, assumptions, conditioning. And one person said, because my mind is always bringing random images and thoughts. How can I know it's someone speaking instead of my own random rays of thoughts? One person goes, I might doubt it because I know I want to connect. Do I have my own agenda? So you have that awareness. And one person said, I don't trust myself. I don't feel the flow of the energy. It's exactly what I would say. I don't trust myself, I guess. I get obvious answers, not something I wouldn't expect. So sometimes you're receiving things that you would have been able to anticipate. This is all great work. You are working hard, people. I'm loving it. It's in my own voice. I feel like I haven't got a, hang on a second, clear, practical answer that I can have as proof. So someone is seeking the proof. Give me the proof. I only ever hear my own voice. I don't get the images. Okay, this is all good. When I feel anxiety about being correct, I often feel this blocks information from the animal and my imagination is intruding. Yep. Okay. One other person goes, I don't think it works for me. I don't entirely trust my judgment on what is real and what could potentially be my brain responding to my strong desire for connection. Okay. It always feels so loving, and that can't be right. Interesting reflection. One person's gone, glad it's not just me, you guys. No, you're not alone. Worrying about whether you're making up is a common animal communication learning hurdle, which I'm hoping to help you with today. Okay, okay. Let's just go over here. I think I've been scared of getting it wrong, the ego. And I think subconsciously I still believe that it's impossible. And I keep expecting that communicating with deceased animals is different from communicating with deceased humans. Is this true? I see that animals understand me, but I have a hard time believing what they send to me. Sometimes I just don't get anything. I get anxious. Okay. All right. Jem, if you can just put the communication requests in the stream, that would be really useful for me. And I'll read out I'll look at the rest. Thank you, my love. All right. So what I'm hearing a lot of is I'm hearing ego and self-doubt. So when we think we're making it up, it's because we're not trusting. And there really are two frequencies that are vitally important when you're communicating with animals. And one is the fear frequency and everything around that, which is also to do with the ego and the self-doubt. And the wanting proof and wanting it to be black and white. That's the fear. And then the other frequency is love. And Interspecies communication happens in the frequency of love. That is the universal language. That is nature's language. It's called the mother tongue. And this is why I'm constantly bringing you into an experience of the heart and the breath at every time I do these lives with you, because that is setting you up to be in the frequency where communication is possible for you as an animal, because all the other animals are already in this space of unconditional love, in complete connection as nature, able to telepathically, intuitively, naturally, just organically connect and communicate with each other. It's us as the human being who, and somebody mentioned it, saying conditioned, has grown up and lost that connection, or dulled it down, or shut it down, possibly because of an experience that we've had, either internally or externally. So to be able to move into real and authentic communication with animals, our focus needs to be not in the mind and not in our desire, but into love, into unconditional love. And I think what's really helpful too is a bit of joy. So when we bring a lighter frequency to a communication and we're not so heavy and hard and down on ourselves, we make it easier for ourselves to be in that receptive, curious state where communication can come to us and we trust it. So I believe, whenever we ask for proof, we're analyzing and we are moving from love back into fear, because we're setting up a either or kind of scenario. And where the magic happens, where the animal is able to reach us with anything that they wish to express, is when we're more in that state of neutrality and just openness. That's where the real communication comes. And how would you know that it's real? You know that it's real because you trust it straight away. You can feel it. Crazy weather today. It's 84 degrees in London today, and now it's just started to chuck it down with rain. That'd be nice. So you can feel it in your body, and it can come really fast, and it can be funny, because a lot of animals like to just keep it light and express something really funny. It can also be really quirky. You know, when I first started out, I had a rabbit explain to me that his favorite activity was to sit on a sofa and watch TV, and not just any program, but You've Been Framed. So when we're communicating right at the beginning, instead of starting out in that anxious place, in a place of anxiety and worry and a desire, because that's just as bad as worry, to get it right, what I find that really works for me is to soften and relax. There are times when I'm doing communications where I could very easily be under pressure, because it's either for the media and I'm, feeling I really don't want to let the animal kingdom down, or it's life and death scenario for the animal and I don't want to fail them. And if I worry about the outcome, then I'm vibrating at that frequency of fear, or along there, doubt, worry, or desire. So I have to move myself out of that. And this is my advice to all of you, is you need to recognize where you are vibrating. And then if you need to, move yourself out of it. So you're moving yourself higher into unconditional love. So that's around 500 hertz, and into joy, 540 hertz. So think of something that makes you laugh. Have a soft smile. Spend a while connecting with your heart energy, really breathing into your heart and out of your heart, breathing into your heart and out of your heart. And as you're breathing, relaxing into your body. And that sets you up to get results, but without trying. And that is the key, okay? Results without trying. I I think that hard proof is something we mustn't strive for, but that will come to us naturally. And it does take discernment when we are practicing. The more you practice, the more you will feel a resonance of that feels right, that feels like me making it up. It's that discernment. So please be patient with yourself. Do practice listening, so not just doing practical communications with animals, but listening in your everyday life. Really listening to what's going on around you when you're walking down the street, truly listening to a friend who's talking to you and don't get distracted by something else. Really listening to the TV program you're watching rather than half listening and on your phone. We all do that. Just really focusing on what I would call active listening, consciously listening, because that will also help hone those pathways for you in order to be able to trust fully your communication. You can also practice with your senses. So you can practice not just with the listening. When I say listening, I think everybody thinks about listening to the thought forms, but listening to the feelings of the body, the sensations in the body, the gut knowing, the smells, the tastes, those pictures, the videos, the whole thing, that active listening of all of the information, those subtle impressions of energy, packets of information that are coming to you from an animal. And I do think the more we listen to animals, to other animals, the greater our connection. So, I would also say, yeah, some people struggle with emotional fatigue. So, set yourself up for the time of day that works for you best. So, try not to communicate when you've got a lot going on. Pick a part of your day or part of the week, part of the month, if that's all you can manage. It's better than nothing to communicate with animals, with your animal. I would also like to add in humility. Okay, so when we're dropping into this oneness field of interconnection, I think if we can move into it with a sense of humility, that also makes it easier for us. And then the outcomes will happen because your animal's behavior will change. They will start being different with you. They will know that you understand them. So they will just communicate with you, going, yeah, you've got me. And other wonderful results will start to happen. So I was communicating with a whale and saying, where are the dolphins? And the dolphin said, well, they're all the way up there. So we went all the way up there in the boat. And that's where all the whales were. We had the most amazing experience. Result. I was communicating with a fly and I did ask, can you fly around the parasol for me? And the fly flew around the parasol for me. But then I didn't carry on to say, and can you do this? And can you do that? And I've never ever asked an animal to do that for me since. It was a one-off. I I think what you will find is when you are really communicating with animals, they will see you differently. It's like a light bulb goes off above your head, and they go, that one has got the light on, that one's there, and they will start behaving with you differently. And it's the most magical experience. You'll leave your home, and the animals that you encounter will see you differently. And you might be experiencing that already. You might be the person in the street that the dog runs up to you. You might be the person where the cat really wants to make eye contact with you and to be stroked. You could be the one where, there's a herd of cows and they come over because they want to meet you because they see your light. Has that happened to you? Let us know in the comments. Do you have animals who naturally navigate towards you because they feel this resonance with you, that you get them? And so they want to be in your space, they want to be in your energy, and they trust you. I love the fact that on Instagram, Cheshire Liz Travels, hi Liz, says, my pup has laid her head up and is listening to you, P. This is what I'm talking about. The animals, they acknowledge when there is resonance, when they feel there is somebody getting them. There's the proof. You don't need to go seeking it. And Chris says here, horses will come over to me as well as cats and dogs. Chris, beautiful. And Cherry as well, and Michelle, yeah, all the time. Lovely. And Melissa said, when I just started animal communication, a bunch of wild animals started to show up at my house. Isn't that magical? And that's what it's like. And Mandy, who's got a job in a veterinary clinic, she says the same. Yes, animals navigate to her. Evelyn as well, all the time with my cat. Barb, dogs often come up to me and lick me. I saw a puppy on the walkway by the river today. He came right up to me and started licking my face. And Delphina, she said, dragonflies and their shenanigans, and butterflies land on me. And a cow just put her wet nose against my face. This is what I'm talking about. It's interbeing. It's so, when you're so aware that you are an animal within the natural world, your light is on, you've recognized that these other animals are also with you. Not below you, but with you. Charmaine said, I actually had a frog come and hop onto my bare foot while I sat by the pond, and he stayed on my foot for 5 minutes. Love this. Elisa, stray cats seem to feel safe around me more than anyone else I know, and I feel loved around them. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Ah, and Delphina, you had a deer looking at you again. So my Pride membership had we had our monthly meeting last week, and the species that wanted to come forward was deer. And Delphina is a member of the Pride. And a deer came up to you again. There you go. All right, everyone, I'm aware of the time, and I would love us to, in fact, what shall I do first? Oh, Loana, BJ sent you a red admiral on his birthday, who stayed for a couple of days. That's so beautiful. I think what we'll do, Liz, what's the name of the street pup that you were looking for that's just been diagnosed? Let me know the name. Have you given this pup a name? And Tash, you're looking after a lovely disabled cat rescue called Pumpkin, and another lovely girl called Scoot. You want to make sure they're happy. Okay. So we have Pumpkin and Scoot cats. Let me write this down. That's really timely. So Tash said, I rescue disabled cats who've been abused. I was communicating for someone today. I did emergency communication because their cat had come home unable to walk. The vet says paralyzed. And from my communication with this cat, I really feel very strongly that a human was involved. And it was fast and sudden. And I won't go into more detail than that, but it makes me feel very drawn, Tash, to you and to Scoot and to Pumpkin, and to see if they're happy. So let's invite them as well into this communication and see whether they wish to be part of this. All right, everybody. Let's prepare ourselves now to communicate with the elephants, to possibly communicate with Pumpkin and Scoot, and maybe also your pup, Tash, once I know the name of your pup. And Shadi has also just joined. Everybody's coming in. Okay. Okay. She's called Kathleen. Thank you. Kathleen is the pup who's just been rescued in Bulgaria. So we've got cats who've been rescued who are disabled. We've got a pup with parvo in Bulgaria who's been rescued. So let's include them, and we'll also connect with the elephants. All right, everybody. So please join me now, just as a reminder, connecting with your breath. So breathing in and breathing out. And as you do, relax your body. If you'd like to join me, place your left hand over your heart center and breathing in. And breathing out. And let us continue to do this. And immediately in front of me, I see a pure black cat. Slim. Female. Massive Egyptian presence. And breathing in into your heart and out. Breathing softly and deeply into your heart space and out of your heart space. Breathing in and breathing out. And I see a white and calico cat as well to my left. A little further off, the black cat's right in front of me. Are you aware of these cats' presence? Maybe your own animals are joining in now. Because as we're breathing into the heart and breathing out of the heart, we're moving into heart coherence. It's an invitation of love. And Kathleen, if you would like to join us, dear puppy. And Pumpkin, and Scoot, would you like to join us? And I've just started to feel Kathleen, and I'm just pausing here to softly wrap her in love, because I'm feeling her frequency and I'm feeling how poorly she is. And I want to be very soft and gentle. And I love you, Kathleen. Join me, very softly wrapping her in love, which you can visualize as pink or rose gold energy softly around her, soft as cotton wool or cloud. I love you, Kathleen. And as we do this, love is healing. It's a healing frequency. So naturally we are sharing healing, unconditional love with her. And I'm not going to do any more than that at the moment. There's a feeling of weakness, fragility. So I'm going to move my attention now back to this black cat in front of me, back to the white and calico cat to the left, and out to the elephants. I see a herd right behind these animals. A huge herd of elephants with us. I love you, elephant. I love all elephants. And I invite you now to join me in expressing silently with your thoughts why you love elephants. It can be one thing, it can be many. I love you, elephants, because. I love your matriarchy. I love your deep family bonds. I love how you walk the lines of Mother Earth, activating pulse points. I love the energy that you emit out to all beings. I love and thank you for being so caring to me when my father died. You were the species that came to me. I love my very first communication with you face to face, and I remember what you said. And I love you, Pumpkin, and I love you, Scoot, and Shardy. And this is World Elephant Day. One focused day of the year when we raise awareness of elephants, their importance on this planet, who they are as individual sentient beings, how valuable they are to biodiversity, enriching our lives, in sustaining life, in helping life to thrive, in tune with Mother Energy. With incredible knowledge, deeply caring and emotional, with an amazing memory, an internal navigation system. How much they loved and acknowledged Lawrence Anthony and his work with elephants. And a world without elephants is not a world I want to live in. I wish you elephants to be able to thrive, to feel safe, to feel loved, to have habitat that you can walk, that you can navigate as you wish. And to all the disabled cats, you are honored and loved. As the beautiful beings that you are. And there are humans who come to you with unconditional love, recognizing you for you. And a slim ginger cat has just come to lay down just to the right of me, head on the inside and tail this way. Slim. Slim, slightly dark, but not very dark, ginger cat is feeling safe to come close. And I invite you all now to ask elephants a question. You could address one elephant, asking them, "What may I call you?" And then asking your question. Or you could ask the oversoul of elephants, all of elephants, your question. And I invite you to ask it now. And now take this moment to express something, to gift something to elephants. A message, an emotion, feeling of gratitude, whatever it is, share something of a high vibration with the elephant you're communicating with, or all of elephants. Perhaps it's an elephant you've already encountered. And some cats say, do not look at us as disabled. We are still in working order. Feel our energy and our power. Respect us. We are cat. When things are not working, the essence of us is still pure, undamaged. Focus on that. Focus on love and moving forward with a lightness in your heart when you look at us. I wish to thank all the cats who have come to this beautiful pup, sending you higher, loving frequencies to help you come back into balance, to remove dis-ease and bring you back into harmony and ease throughout your body, to reconnect with your strength, with your spirit. And to surrender to your higher self who knows what you need. Much love to you. And to all the people caring for these animals who have been abused or who are poorly, love for you as well. Recognizing your caring contribution and raising frequencies through your love for these animals. And I invite you to take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Release your hand and then gently open your eyes. And I invite you to share in the comments whether you could sense this pup, whether you could sense the cats, whether other animals came to you, and what was your experience like with elephants. I invite you to put it into the chat. And Liz, did you connect with your street pup that you rescued in Bulgaria? Let us know what you received personally. And the same with, oops, don't press that. Tash, did you communicate with Pumpkin, who's your world, and Scoot, and also Shadi? Let us know what you received. And with the elephants, for those of you that communicated with the elephants, put it into chat. I'm wondering whether you trusted yourself, whether you came from love, or whether you were still doubting and wanting results and expecting something huge to happen. Let us know in the chat. I know that you're busy typing. I'm just going to take a sip of water. Oh, so Liz said, from me and Kathleen, who is the pup with Parvo, thank you so much. When you first spoke about her, I cried. I try not to cry in front of her, but I couldn't stop. The last moment when you were filling her with love, I smiled and felt all warm and hopeful. You You know, and we can all do this for animals, for our own animals and other animals who are poorly. And Liz, your elephant was called Bert. Bert, love that. Um, Anita, you said you saw a herd of them walking with their young ones by their side. Yeah, beautiful. Well done. Laurel, you said you saw a baby elephant charging me with big, joyful energy, reminding me to let my inner child play. Exactly. When we let that inner child play, communication with animals is so much easier. And Lorraine, you said it was beautiful. I felt the elephants sending so much love and healing energy to the rescue animals. I gifted the elephants eternal love and to be able to walk freely on Mother Earth. Lorraine, that's such a beautiful gift. Thank you so much. Camilla said a young elephant came forward. Just know that you are part of the dance. And my hands were dancing with his trunk. Yeah. Brilliant. And don't doubt it. That is true communication. Manda, you said I saw a huge herd of elephants and their young, and they were strong and majestic. Yes, trust it. It's real. Connor, you said your elephant was called Karen. Love it. An elephant called Karen. Love it. Trust it. It's real. Okay, over on the Instagram. Elisa said, I received an image of the herd of elephants from the reserve in Kenya I visited last year. And they had 2 baby elephants with them, and I could feel the joy. Beautiful. Yeah, Katie, I love your comment. Is it just me, or does the cat kingdom seem to be on a soul mission at the moment? When are they not on a soul mission? Cats are really busy as a species, I can tell you. Carol, you said a maternal elephant. I think she was the source of an insight I had that made me cry from my heart. That once I listen to my own true self's wishes and dreams, I will be able to hear animals. Yes. Black Moon, you said you felt all of them. The cats stood strong in spirit as if not disabled at all. Exactly, that was the energy I was feeling from them. An elephant swung me with their trunks and told me to be gentle and light and joyful and told me to remember this. Beautiful. Do remember it. Remember, remember, remember. Tash said, thank you so much. Shadi has been rubbing his face on my screen the whole time. So earlier I talked about don't be attached to outcomes, but when results are there, then you can celebrate them. Woohoo! So that's an example of a result. So Shadi was rubbing his face on the screen the whole time. That's an animal that's completely engaged with what's happening. It's a result, it's an outcome, but we didn't go seeking it. That's the difference. Tash also says you are spot on with Pumpkin is a very strong girl and I always feel she loves life to the full. Lovely. Natural pathways, bushcraft. You said I asked the elephant oversoul what advice they can give about living in community, and the reply was to accept and love each individual as they are and don't expect them to be like us. Yeah, I like that. That's a really good message to be sharing. And Liz, you gifted simply to be safe. I like that. Tash, you said I saw an elephant and she simply said, I am mother. They love being mothers, don't they? They love, love, love being mothers, and they look after others. Little elephants, they're little lilies. This is a good one. So, I mean, they're all good, but I'm just picking this one out too for Andrea, who said, my question for elephants was, how do you deal with grief, with sadness, and with loss? And one of the elephants came forward and she said, we come together as a family and remember, we never forget, and we make space. And she said, we make space and they become part of her, part of us. And her name was Thea. We've had a Thea, we've had a Karen. What was the other elephant's name? Bert. We had another one as well. And there's a woman called Kathleen on Instagram who said, I felt a lot of activity but connected with my cat, Mia, who recently passed. I'm so sorry, Kathleen. But you also said, when you said, I love you, Kathleen, it felt like a message from my cat. Trust it and accept it. You know, the way the universe works, there are lots of signs. They come in lots of different ways and they can come like this. So just accept that. Should I tell you the reason I knew that Grace was with us is because she's not in this room. She's upstairs and I heard a ka-thump, ka-dump, ka-bump. And she was letting me know I'm here on the ceiling of my office. This is beautiful. Katie, oh, I'm so over time, but we'll keep going. It's too good. Katie said, the elephant told me that we can heal ourselves when we find our kinship with each other. Yes, so true. Such a good communication. Celebrate your great communications, please. Because what it does is it really helps you with your confidence every time you celebrate a communication that feels right. Maybe it comes in fast, you're feeling the emotion, you're seeing them, it's funny, it's quirky. All of these things let you know it's authentic, real communication. Okay. Jill said, do please read all of these comments. They are so, so good. Jill said, I saw my cat friend in spirit who's called Pixie. My first encounter was a cat. She was called Pixie Jill as well. She was completely tortoiseshell. Pixie sent a butterfly to land on the pup's nose for hope, and courageous female lion's energy vibrate through the pup's body for healing. Oh, did you hear that, Liz? Do check out the Facebook comments. And then also, Jill, you said, my cat companion, Asha, who's beside me, sent a red rose to all of the disabled cats. Oh, bless them. Bless Pixie and Asha. Yeah, so this is my Facebook community. It's facebook.com/P Horsley. So please do join me there. If you would like a more private community with me, then I do have my membership, which is called The Pride. It's closed at the moment, but it's opening up in October. So if you'd like to get on the wait list to be notified when enrollment for that is open and you'd like to join me and this beautiful family of people inside the Pride and be part of a private community with me, then do please check out the Pride when enrollment opens. It will be open for probably about a week in October, but you can get on the wait list so that you don't miss out, and I'll let you know when doors are open. We do have some Pride members here as well, but that's my private community. So if you'd like to be in a private community with me, with like-minded people who really deeply care, so that we're not live on social, we're in a private community together, then please do check that out. I'd love you to come and join me and to come to join the lovely Pride family. We are really a very special group of people. I know that I could just say that, but we really are, honestly. We're a very special group of people. Oh, so many beautiful comments. I know that I'm over now, so I'm going to have to call it to an end. I don't want to, it's just been so beautiful. But thank you so much. I did already set what we're going to do next week, and now I can't remember. I think we're looking at, I think I'm going to randomly pick something from this book next week. I will put it in the feed. But also, if you want to join my mailing list, then you get advance notice of what's coming up as well. So if you just jump onto the mailing list, I'll let you know what's happening for each of the lives. And that's animalthoughts.com / newsletter dash sign dash op / I think somebody will put that in there. If not, I will. So let's call this beautiful World Elephant Day gathering to a close. Gratitude is such an important element of animal communication in all of interspecies communication. And so let us all express our thanks in our own way to our own animals, to those we foster, adopt, rescue, to all of the wild ones, to the elephants across the world, to all beings, all other animals, all nature's beings. Thank you, thank you, thank you from my heart to you. Sending so much love. Wishing you so much peace. Love you, love you, love you. And breathing in and breathing out. Thank you so much, everyone who's here as part of this community. Thank you for joining me live. Thank you for sharing. Your shares were so beautiful. Your communication is great. Please trust yourself. And please join me next Monday when we will be doing something different along these lines of interspecies intuitive communication. Much love to you. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye for now.